Keean Bexte for Rebel News in Innisfail, Alberta, with a story about a store that refuses to submit to the mask-wearing radical leftists who want to force masking on the population. And it's not for the reason that you think. This jewelry store is actually concerned about safety and security of their store, which is why they're asking everyone who comes in wearing a mask to take it off.
So the purpose of my sign is the result of a robbery that we had 2 years ago. Masked individuals that are still at large. The RCMP have never found them or identified them.
Now in Alberta, the two large cities, Edmonton and Calgary, actually have bylaws forcing people to wear masks in enclosed spaces. Toronto is the same way.
By and large, we've had positive response to the no mask sign.
Now that law doesn't exist in Innisfail yet, but it may be on the horizon.
An awful lot of masks are not properly worn, for one thing. People are constantly adjusting them, which is proven that then they become ineffective. I've seen people come in with masks under their noses. I think it should be up to the individual.
Myself, for sure, will never vote for mandatory masks or mandatory anything.
I was also able to catch up with GLEN. You probably know him well as the organizer of the United We Roll convoy. He also took action against the invasion of Antifa when Innisfail, a small town in Alberta, this very town, was invaded by Antifa earlier this summer.
We still live in a free country, and then when's the end date? You know, we were originally told this was a 2-week lockdown and 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and now we're, you know, months and months later, and now they're starting to implement mandatory masks, and it makes no sense to me. Like, why, if you wanted mandatory masks, that should have been done immediately if you believe in that. As I said this 4 months ago, businesses are going to start to starve. You're seeing suicide rates go up in Alberta and all across the world, in North America. It's the pandemic is the economic downturn that's going on in North America, Canada, and more locally in our community, and it's sad. We need to get our country and economy back going.
Thanks so much for tuning into our coverage here at Rebel News. If you support the work that we're doing, please help us out by going to helprebelnews.com. There you can help us get through this pandemic and continue on with our reporting while the global pandemic carries on. If you like and subscribe to this video, it would go a long ways to helping us out as well. And if you've already done that, ring the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with the news as it happens.